everyone, so let me ask you a quick question. Does anyone remember well where Elmoran actually began? I wouldn't blame you if you don't, but for those of you who remember or who just need a quick little history lesson, it actually started on April 1st of the year 2020. Now that was a seriously long time ago, and it all began with a simple little town by the name of Durkshire. This simple start would set the groundwork for what would later become Elmoran and the entire project as a whole. So, what did I do? Well, a Durkshire remaster, of course. Now, this is something that I've been thinking about for a while, and I finally decided to just not care and get it completely done. Now, Durkshire was not completely changed though in this remaster. The buildings remain in their same exact places, they serve the same exact purposes, but there was a significant overhaul to the exterior of the builds as well as the interiors. Now, this entire remaster was a balancing act between maintaining that original vision that I had all those years ago, while also bringing the buildings up to a standard I've made for myself over the years. Now, I can say with certainty that this remaster strikes that balance really well, and it really showcases how the remaining portions of these older 1.12 builds can be brought up to the current style and current standard of builds while keeping that older look. Now, you'll see through these comparisons that not only did I change certain materials, whether it be roofing or walls, to kind of have it make more sense with the area and the materials that they would have available to them, but I also added some additional details such as boards and beams, increased gardening areas, different types of shutters, things like that that really help bring the village to life. Now, Durkshire holds a very special place in my heart since it was the beginning of this great journey, and I really couldn't be more proud of what this remaster has done. Now, there's a good bit of comparison shots in this video. You'll see some that are all exterior landscaping, you'll also see some that are interior, but I really hope you like them all the same in the way that they came out. Now, as always, if you like the content in the channel, please consider subscribing and sharing this so more and more people can see how this project is coming along. For now, stay tuned, look at these comparison videos, be sure to come up with some comments or things like that that you liked about it or maybe didn't like, but either way, I'll have a quick walkthrough at the end so we can see the final product. But without further ado, here's some music, I'll let you get on with it. Alright everybody, so I hope you enjoyed all that comparison video, but this is the new Durkshire. So I just want to show you in. Now granted, I changed the gates a little bit. These used to be flat. Now they have this really cool like little angle thing. I didn't change the walls or the gates because they were fine enough as is. But here we have the new Durkshire. So I just kind of want to go over a quick little thing here. As you can see, just small things. If you remember those little camera pass, I guess, that I showed in the beginning of the video and kind of throughout, you can see here like this has changed. This used to have multiple stumps here. It was kind of like just filled with grass and clutter. Decided to change it up a little bit, make a small little bench. You know, you can sit and just do your own thing. We added some additional trees, some additional details. So what I'll do is I'll wrap around here just to show you a little bit. Here we have this new pathway here. We have this new awning full of storage, you know, just things like that, because this is a storage room, storage building. And then we added some additional things here, and just once again, just all this additional detail here with the supports, all the different shutters, things like that. This was all about just taking that original vision and really just upping the ante a little bit and making it really, really good, and just but keep the same feel. So once again, added just some details here on the sides, added some additional boxes. You can see this is kind of older, but I decided to keep it kind of like a homage. Here we added a big old giant tree, and then we added a larger gardening area. This used to be very small. It only went out to like maybe this block, and I decided to extend and make it a little bit larger. It's really cool. I love this giant tree. Even though it's a 1.12 tree, I'm not very good at it. It was a copy and paste job, but I do like the way it came out. If you come around this side here, we added some like cards and things like that, kind of off in the distance, kind of tucked away in the area. And then we also have this little bit here. So this house took a huge change. As I'm sure you could see, the interiors, you know, really different, really changed it up. This was actually completely empty. Now it's a spot for them to like sleep and things like that. But here we see, here we go. Let me get through there. There we go. And then I added some additional leaves and stuff like that, because back in the 112 we couldn't put grass or any type of vegetation on layered blocks. So that's why the layers were very empty and just bland in the 112 version. Now with 116 and concurrently with that update, and then now into 119, we could definitely place in there, and it makes life a whole lot easier. Once again, added some additional barrels here for some decoration. We added some additional wood elements like the window, the supports here along the side. Once again, made the garden a little bit larger, and we added like this overhang on the lumber mill. You know, just really ties it all together, makes it look really cool with the landscape, and just everything. It just flows a lot better. And then going around this side, you can see the blacksmith also had a massive change from the original. It's really just absolutely crazy. We even changed down here the little pathway to the blacksmith area. You can see here it's very close to being the same, but we changed a few things just to kind of make it tie together. We have a lore book here, really cool stuff. And going back upwards from this side, we will real quick go to the tavern. So there was nothing here. This was all just layered grass, basic and bland. I added a tree, and then if we come up the pathway here, you would have the tavern, which has completely been overhauled. There was nothing out here, just bland, basic stuff. And now we have like this as well. We have the fire pit. We have a lot of cool decorations, adjusted food, windows in here where there were no windows. Up here, decided to do a lot more decoration. There was pretty much nothing up here except for like a few tables. Really up that, and it added some additional detail. Like I said, it just looks really good. I couldn't be more happy about it. And then we also have a path out. So this is all actually new up here. So this path did not exist. It actually cut around here just to the lumber area, and then there was the gate here, but there was no path. So I added a path in. You can see here we have some additional things for the lumber mill. They're working on it. This is some of their supplies, things like that all around here. And then the path goes up forward, and once again just some more supplies, and then it leads outward to where they're actually working on the trees and such like that out that way. So there was no path here, now there is. Really nice of a change there. Definitely worked out and makes it look a whole lot better. And then what I'll do is I will go down this way here and show you just a little bit else. So the blacksmith, like I said, I'm not going to give you all the interior full walkthrough just because it would take me a good while, but added some more details along the grass here. And then of course the storage area, which we already saw. We're coming full circle here. This was empty. It's now an official storage area while keeping that original theme of 112. And this is what I'm talking about. I just couldn't be more excited about it. You see here we have like just storage. Up here we have a small study, which I thought was really cool, and a bunch of wine. Gotta have it. But yeah, like I said, it's keeping with the 112. It's keeping with that theme that I had in my head all that time ago. I just really couldn't be happier. So let me give you all kind of like a flyover here. So Durkshire, just like always, is still, it's the same exact size. All the buildings are the same. We just tweaked it. I added some things and just made it a little bit more lively. Brought some more just detail and character to the whole build, and I just really like the way that it came out. It is very lush. There's lots of greenery, of course, because a river runs past it. That would make the soil very fertile. It would make it very healthy, and that's kind of what I was going for here. But yeah, this is Durkshire. This is the Durkshire Remaster. So that's pretty much that. But anyways, thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate everything. If you have any other spots you want me to remaster, just watch some of my old videos. Let me know in the comments below. I'll kind of do them in order as much as I can. But I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for tuning in. As always, this is Legendary Porpoise signing off. Have a good day, happy gaming, and I'll catch you again for the next one.